I can help women who don't feel confident and want to feel confident. I feel proud of the fact that I help women who kind of are, you can say, like, normal.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up, 2024? Sorry.
Thank you for tuning into 2024's first episode of the year.
We lit.
And yeah, this is going to be a great one. And yeah, we have a guest. Indy.
Hey,
so,
girl.
Aaron, if you want to introduce our beautiful guest.
First off, time out. I'm Aaron. I'm your favorite. I introduce myself before I introduce Indy.
I don't think I introduced myself.
It's okay, but they know who you are.
I'm
You're
Dana. Right. Yeah.
But we got Indy in the building. Indy is a entrepreneur of the Fit Factory that happened in his gym in Inglewood, New Jersey.
Yes, that is correct.
Make sure y'all sign up. No New Year's, new me.
New Year, new
none
me.
of that. Nah, I mean,
This
is a lifestyle. This
Get
is a
off the
commitment.
couch.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So we're gonna get into Indy a little bit, and we're gonna get to know not just your business, but also a little bit about you.
Yeah.
Because we definitely care outside in this atmosphere. But we're gonna ask you a couple questions. So I'm gonna let Dana start with hers.
All right.
I'm starting.
Yeah, you're starting. You got to flip.
All right. So as you guys know, we do start our episode off with an icebreaker. So we are going to go around and answer. And the question says, would you shave your eyebrows off for $1,000, Indy?
Oh, that's tough. You want to know something? I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm going to say no. And the only reason why I'm going to say no is because I don't do my eyebrows.
Are they microbladed?
Nothing. I've never threaded. I've never waxed. I've never not plucked a hair.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you have a nice
Must be
natural. You have a nice natural shape though.
Yes. So
Damn, she have
that's
a
why
compliment in my
my
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
No, I'm like a very like OCD with eyebrows.
But that's what.
That's
So
why.
I'm like super like obsessed with my eyebrows just for the simple fact that like they never have to be touched. All I do is take a little clear brow gel and I brush them and I'm good.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, because then I'm scared if I shave them, they're not going to be the
They
same
won't-
shape.
yeah, they
Girl,
won't.
they're not going to come back the same.
They
No.
don't. They don't.
You're lucky because 10 years ago when thin eyebrows were in, you would have just been like assed out. Huh?
Assed out. Like,
When I was in high school,
Them pencil eyebrows,
I was the girl that was like plucking her eyebrows because like they just never looked how I wanted them to look. And then I
feel
started getting them waxed and they were still like super thin.
right.
So I got them
But then was in
microbladed.
back then. Them thin eyebrows.
They were.
Girl, they was in.
Yeah, but like as I got older, they didn't grow right anymore. Like you said, like once you shave them or press them, they never grow the same. So I got them microbladed 2 years ago, and now I just get up and go.
That's it.
But I would shave them off for $1,000 because they're microbladed underneath.
Right. So she ain't gonna know about.
Listen, first off, I don't need to look like I'm surprised all the goddamn time.
Do I look like that?
I'm saying if you gonna shave your eyebrows off,
Just making sure.
you gonna shave.
Well, she can pencil them in.
Nah, fuck that. First off, no, because I'd be looking crazy.
Would you pencil yours?
I wouldn't, because you'll be able to tell. You'll be like, yo, look at this nigga with these fucking.
Yeah, it's weird to see a guy with pencil eyebrows.
Over here,
That's a little
it's a guy named Charlie Villanueva. I don't know if y'all ever heard of him. He had like a skin condition, so his hair wouldn't grow, and he had like eyebrows. He was a basketball player, NBA player. He don't need no sympathy.
If he had a condition,
I'm just saying, like, but you've seen what he
That's-
looked like without eyebrows, and it's like I'm pretty sure he had
Whoopi
his fair
Goldberg
share.
doesn't have eyebrows.
Whoopi Goldberg
And she's definitely-
does
She
not
looks
have
normal.
eyebrows.
She don't look normal.
And you wouldn't even know that she didn't have
If
eyebrows.
she drew her eyebrows on, I would notice.
Correct. Because like Whoopi, you ain't got no brows.
Yeah, you're known
And that's
to not
fine
have
because
eyebrows.
that is you.
So is that what makes her?
That's what makes her
Did
Whoopi.
Celie have eyebrows in the movie?
Who?
Celie in the Color Purple?
No, she doesn't.
I don't know. I never looked at.
Speaking of, did you guys see the new one?
I did not.
I
didn't
don't
either.
like watching black trauma porn.
I don't.
Black trauma porn.
Why would you say it's porn?
Yeah, why the porn?
Because it's just like intense. It's just like all this at you. Like I'm good on that.
Yeah, that's how I feel about like black slave movies, like
Yeah.
Emancipation. I didn't want to
Right.
watch 12 Years a Slave because I feel like we've come so far. So to constantly be reminded of that, to me, I'm not gonna watch that in my
Right.
leisure.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that without my eyebrows. Fuck that. Ever try it out for a reality show?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh damn! All three of us. Huh? Shit.
No, you go first.
Yeah, you go
Because you
first.
look like, yeah.
I
What's
look like a
yours?
reality star. Yeah.
No, it looks like you
try it out
had.
First off, I was gonna be on the Bachelorette, the one that they had the black girl that just got divorced, I believe.
Oh.
So my
To the
friend,
white guy?
yeah, she
I
getting a
never watched
divorce.
The
The one to the white guy?
She getting a divorce.
No, stop it.
So my cousin went to
16.
school with the casting director. So she had sent me the info. She saw my pictures at his wedding. So she's like, oh my God, I think you look perfect. You look beautiful, handsome, black. Yeah, right. So, but it just so happened that I used to work in storage. So I don't know if you know about storage, but it's really messy sometimes.
Right.
So I forgot I had an interview this day, and it's a video interview. So I'm looking crazy. I'm kind of like dirty because I just finished cleaning storage units. I don't have a cut, nothing.
You didn't have like an extra shirt?
I forgot. No, I forgot. Like, I forgot I had the interview. So I went upstairs. You know, I lived at the storage unit. So I went upstairs. I changed. I tried to get like spiffy, but I ain't had no cut. So I'm scruffy. I'm like, fuck. So she never called me back. So I know your number.
Because you always have to do a video interview, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So like, as you was recording, you just was like, all right, I'm not even going to do this. Or,
I was trying not to. I tried to put the camera up here. Like,
like a face shot.
But it's all good because they found a black guy to replace me. His name is actually Kenny King. He's a wrestler, which is crazy. You stole my spot. Okay.
Damn, but it didn't matter anyway because she got a divorce.
It don't matter.
She didn't pick the black guy.
First off, time out. If I would have went on the show, I would have literally got. It don't matter. I would have went on the show, picked the fight because I had a job. I wasn't about to lose my job for this.
Listen, if I get into reality TV, like I'm gonna make sure I stay there because I'm gonna get those checks.
I'm gonna get that check.
What show was you about to be on?
This is so embarrassing. Bad Girls Club.
Oh shit!
Stop it! Stop it!
Like the one on Zeus?
No, the old one, the one on E.
The old, right?
On Oxygen. It was on Oxygen.
Oh, shit,
right.
Yeah, I used to watch
back
it
in the day. That was like in 2010.
Yeah.
Like what?
So how was your what is that called? Something video? Audition video.
Audition video was very much so cringe.
Can you send it to us?
I don't even know if I have it anymore. I gotta find it. It was so embarrassing. I'll never forget. I went with my best friend. We had to go down into the city.
Okay.
And it was like this building, and it was like 1,000 girls inside of this building auditioning for this show. I didn't make it, obviously. They must have seen right.
Poor decision making.
I'm just curious though, because I know Zeus now has like the whole Baddies franchise, and you can see the auditions.
The delineation of women on that show. Sorry,
it's like a panel of all of the old bad girls or baddies or whatever, and then they ask you like what makes you a baddie, which is kind of like Bad Girls Club. It's like a spin-off. So they ask them about like fighting and like how you would be in the house and stuff like that.
So atrocious.
I don't know.
They're being like in a white space with Lil Boosie.
Yeah, no, that's how mine was when I went. It was like a little high chair, and you had to like talk to the camera, and there was like this white backdrop behind you, and you had to like act bad and be like, "Yeah, I'm a bad girl because
is that what you did?
XYZ."
Can we get an example? Sorry,
she was doing it. You fucked it up.
You know what it is? So okay.
Do they tell you to like be extra?
They don't. They actually don't. They just tell you to be yourself and, say what you gotta say and whatever.
But you want to make sure you're getting picked. So you're going to do the most.
Correct. So you're going to do the most. So I was doing the most, but I still didn't get picked. They said, girl,
wait, but what about you, Dana? Since what'd you I tried to try out for National Geographic.
Shut the fuck up. Okay? No. Just because I got the glasses on today, okay?
I was going to be a weather woman.
No. Don't try to play me.
I love you.
But I love The Circle on Netflix. Okay. That's my shit. So the show where they sit on a couch and you can either be a catfish or yourself, and you like have to build relationships and connections with people through The Circle. So the social media. So I've seen, it was probably like 2 seasons at this point, and I was like, yo, I want to be on season 3. So I got an email from whatever vendor runs like their casting crew or whatever, and they were like, oh, send in your submissions for season 3. So I recorded myself saying what I would do, and I would be like a manipulator, catfish person. Like I wouldn't play myself.
Right.
And these are the things I would do.
Boo.
And they didn't pick me.
Why
didn't they pick you?
They don't tell you why.
Why wouldn't they pick you?
Maybe because I said I didn't want to be myself. And most other people who win The Circle are themselves. Actually, no. The last one, she was playing her husband. The
Delicious.
woman who won the last time.
Delicious.
What was her name? It was D something.
No, it was like
Delicious from Flavor Flav. Flavor Love.
First off, that's the reason I got into reality.
Flavor Love.
Yeah, I gave all the girls in high school nicknames.
I know that's right.
Like this one girl,
he looks like
her name was Sunny V, and then I had I was.
Did you tell them?
Hell yeah, I told them. I used to give wifey numbers. Like, yo, you wifey number 1, wifey number 2.
Oh God.
Yeah,
so you was like this for a while.
And they was rolling with that. So wifey number 3 was cool with it.
She didn't have no choice.
Wifey number 3, whoever you are, girl.
Girl, stand up.
Please.
Okay. What are you talking
step
about?
away from the bare minimum.
What we should step away from is this conversation and focus on why we here today. And we here to talk about the wonderful
fitness.
Indy. And we want to talk about fitness. Definitely fitness. Mm-hmm. Because obviously you have your own business, the Fit Factory.
Yes, I do. With 2 business partners.
With 2 business partners. Yes. Shout out to both of them. Give them a shout out.
Yes, for sure. To Mike and T. Love y'all so much.
But before we get into Mike and T and you, obviously, what got you into fitness?
So I started my fitness journey back in 2019. And your girl was big.
What you mean big? Like how many pounds?
Like 225 pounds.
Pounds
and I'm
don't
only
make you
5
big.
feet.
Yeah, she is tiny.
I'm 5 feet.
Yeah, so
I'm practically.
We got a pillow underneath us.
Correct. I am literally so
He's
small.
Really like throwing shade. That's fun.
And I was 225 pounds, and it's just one of those things where you're trying on clothes, especially as a woman. You're trying on clothes. I'm trying on things that
men try on clothes.
Well,
they do, but it's different as a woman. Correct. You look at how like the things like hug your body and the rolls hugging too.
Like a guy could wear a baggy shirt and you're good to go. Yeah. You're heading out the door. Yeah. Whereas like a woman can't really like just wear a baggy shirt and have the door. She look like a scrub, like a dust bunny. But that's how I used to dress because that's all that would fit and that's all that would look good. So at the time I had a boyfriend at the time and I would legitimately just wear like his sweatpants, his hoodies, his t-shirts to go outside. It was so bad because none of my clothes fit. So I was trying on clothes, trying to go out. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to be seen. It was kind of like an embarrassment because I wasn't always big like that. I've always been thick. I've always been a thick girl. I've always been, a little bit on the thicker side, but never like to that degree. And just like with weight gain, a lot of things were going on at that time in my life. So I was going to say,
did it just so happen or you noticed it as it slowly became out of control?
I noticed when it became out of control once I would see people that I haven't seen in a while and I would always recognize their first reaction.
That double back. Like,
you can see it in people's eyes.
Assholes.
You can see it in people's eyes.
Especially kids.
Does that make somebody an asshole to say, oh, you look different?
I don't think it makes them an asshole.
No, they don't say it like that, though.
No. But mind you, like, nobody ever really, like, nobody said, like, anything to me. I just felt the exchange.
So you're making people rude based on perception, when reality is they probably just like, oh, she doesn't look like Indy from high school.
Correct. Right. So it was just, like, a very different, obviously, thing because it was like, oh, shit, like, damn, Indy, you're a little big. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which I was never like that. I was, like, captain of my step team. I was, like, like, I was in all these things, and it was like, poof, you blew up.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget it. One morning I woke up and I was scrolling down Instagram and it was actually 2018 of November and one of my cousins had posted up like a little Transformation Tuesday photo and I said, damn girl, you look so good, like what did you do, whatever, and she was telling me about this diet that she did, this keto diet, that she lost all this weight, whatever. She was telling me about it. I was like, girl, I can't do that. I can't do that. You can't have carbs. You can't have sugar. You can't do this.
I heard the keto diet is
so hard.
But it's like you have to have like a really disciplined mindset to do it because it's like so many things you're used to not eating.
Oh my goodness!
Like you got to cut out like
rice, bread, meat, carbs, pastas.
They might as well cut out meat because I ain't doing it.
Meat you can have, but all sugars you're cutting out, like all crackers, like gone.
That's
done.
So I don't like white women anyway. Right. So crackers
You always trying to get us like we trying to be monetized on YouTube. That doesn't help. Anyways,
you see, that doesn't help. You gotta get the white women up in here. So I was like, you know what? All right, bet I'm gonna start right after Thanksgiving. You know how that go, girl. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna have all the food on Thanksgiving and enjoy myself. And
that was me
last year. And then right after, I'm on it, and I was on it, and thankfully I didn't go back. I was this close to dialing back because when you do start the keto diet, you do get very sick in the beginning because your body goes into a shock. You're not having all these things, and especially the way I used to eat, girl.
Right. So
it was so bad.
My question is, at what point of that journey did you either want to help other people with that or be like, all right, let me be in a gym or let me like start a gym with my partners?
I would probably have to say it was almost immediately that I felt as though that I wanted to start helping other people because I'm very like social media active. Like, you know, like I record everything I do and my day by day and what I'm cooking, what I'm eating and things like that. And I've always been like that. So I feel like when I did start my journey, everybody that was following me and supporting me was starting it with me. So with that and them seeing the progress that I was making and the food that I was eating and the weight that I was losing, it was like, they were like, oh, snap, like, Indy, that's so dope. Like,
so you were building that support system.
Correct,
and fan base.
Gotcha. From the jump. And I think it's only because I was so transparent with my journey. And I was like, hey.
People love that.
Yeah.
They like to feel like they're a part of your journey and like in your personal life. Yeah.
How amazing was that support for you? Because I know me and Dana, we talk about support like ad nausea, right? But it appears that support meant so much for you.
And it still means so much.
So who would you say was that one person? If you can pick one out of the many, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people helped you out. Who was that one person that just pushed you in that right direction?
To like start my fitness journey?
And don't say yourself, because that would be a great answer, but I want to know somebody else that really helped you out.
What if it was herself?
It really was myself. That's the thing.
Yeah, it has to be mental first.
Right.
As somebody that's going through my own transformation of my Tina the talking tummy phase, I need to know that somebody else can push me, because I'll be struggling.
It's amazing if you have somebody else in your corner that's able to push you. And even though at the time I was in a relationship, and he was super supportive of everything that I did, but I wouldn't sit here and say that he was like the reason why I did it. Like, you know, it was really more so like a mental battle within myself, because I was just so unhappy with everything with myself and how I looked, and I didn't want to be out with friends, and I didn't want to be seen and things like that. So I just really needed to make a change, and then I did it. And then the good part about it was that the weight with keto, like, it comes off kind of quickly, you know, because you're cutting out these food groups so drastically.
That cause bloating.
Right. So like you lose the weight almost instantly, which then motivates you and want to continue to, you know, do your thing and whatever and continue to lose the weight. So it was honestly me, to be honest with you.
Love that.
Yeah.
And to bring it back to Erin's point.
But the Tina the talking tummy?
No. Oh. So you saying that, you know, you need somebody else to basically like make you accountable to either go to the gym and eat right and things of those lines. But I ultimately feel like there are going to be times, especially if you did have an accountability person, they're not going to show up for you. Right? There's going to be times where, like, all right, they may not want to go to the gym because they don't have the same dedication. They're like, well, I don't really need to lose weight, or I don't really, like, see myself in the same light as you. So, like, my motivation is not the same.
Right. And everybody's going to be different on different days. Like, I may have a level 10 motivation on Tuesday, where the partner that I have going to the gym with me has a level 4 motivation on that Tuesday, and then vice versa come Thursday.
Like, it helps though. It helps, but like ultimately you do need to be that person to be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gym when I don't feel like it. I'm gonna eat like half my meal even though I haven't eaten all day. So I think you just have to really hold yourself to that standard, because that is the higher self and the higher person that you're trying to become.
So how did you evolve that to the Fit Factory?
So the Fit Factory has been a part of the community that I'm basically in, which is like, you know, the Englewood, Teaneck, Hackensack area.
Shout out to Teaneck, by the way. I lived in River Edge for a little bit.
Oh, I know, that's right. I'm from Teaneck originally.
North Jersey.
You know, a little North Jersey area. So Fit Factory has been a part of the community for quite some years, and I started working out there in 2019, and my first workout was actually with my business partner T, and he gave me a training session, and I was like so nervous to go to that gym, because the Fit Factory, like, I'm sure, like, if you guys ever seen, like, it looks pretty intense. Like,
it's
it looks
intense as shit.
You know, like we pretty much...
Is it one of those gyms where it's like there's a lot of free weights and people doing like calisthenics and
stuff? A lot of free weights. You can definitely do a lot of calisthenics. We definitely have like a lot of, you know, we have dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, all those things where you're able to do that. But our gym is a very creative gym, where in the sense of like we don't have the machinery. Like we don't have like a leg press or the leg curl and things like that. It's like, okay, if you're going to do a leg curl, you're going to figure out how to do it without that. So it's a very creative gym where you have to just improvise and things like that.
And move your body.
And move your actual body weight, correct. Not have the machines assist you all the way. But I started working out with him, and then I just got comfortable working out there, and then I just started working out there, and I was only a client working out with the two trainers, which was T and Mike, which at the time they also still owned the gym at that time. And then I started training after my knee surgeries. and I became a CPT. At that time, I was literally training out of LA Fitness and like 24-hour fitness illegally. Sorry, guys.
I heard a lot of PTs,
they do that, trainers, especially like when you start off. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like you don't want to be at a gym where you have to now, because you have to pay rent at a gym if you're going to be training there, and you're just starting off and you have like maybe 3 or 4 clients.
And everyone goes to LA Fitness too. Right. So you could just go over somebody and be like,
give you a guest pass, girl.
Yeah.
I was like, come on in. Right, come on in. So I was doing that for some time, and then the guys were like, yo, like, why don't you train over here? Like, whatever. And I was just so nervous. And to be honest with you, the reason why I was mainly nervous was because at that time, after my knee surgeries, I had also gained back like another 20 pounds, right?
Okay.
So I had gained back another 20 pounds, but fitness was still my passion. It's still what I wanted to do, and I knew that I was going to get back the way I wanted to. So especially like even the girls that were rocking with me in the beginning when I was legit training them like in a knee brace, you know, like they hold such a special place in my heart because they believed in me. After that, I was like, okay, like I'm going to go to Fit Factory, even though I'm like this chunky monkey trainer, right? Like I did not look like your typical trainer, like at all.
It's like, just one girl. I follow her on Instagram, and she's kind of like a bigger girl, but she's like a fitness trainer. She got a lot of followers, like 300,000 followers. Do you think that that optics hurts somebody trying to be in this business, or do you?
It does. Okay. It does, and it sucks because you know the fitness world, and not even just the fitness world, to be honest with you. Just like the world in general, like it's like you're not fit unless you look this certain way,
or you can't train someone else to get their ideal body, right? You don't got your ideal body,
correct?
But whose beauty standards are we living up to?
The white
exactly.
Okay.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was definitely a little bit difficult, especially going into the Fit Factory with the image that I had at the time because everybody was so fit and so, you know, just like obviously on a different level than I was. But
that actually gives me a question, right? So when you go to a gym, you typically see all these people clanging and banging, all this muscle, right?
Yeah.
But you typically work with women, especially the ones that I've seen from your videos, who I don't mean especially in a way to disparage them, but they're looking to get fit.
Correct.
So how often does that discourage them walking into a gym, seeing all these people that want to be fit and look fit, and then they're not there yet?
I think it's more so the trainer and the person that makes them feel comfortable, because I have had some girls reach out to me and they're like, oh, like I'm so nervous and I'm so scared and whatever. And then when they come in, it's my job to make you feel comfortable. It's my job to make you feel as though, like, don't worry about the outside noise. We're here. We're working on you. We're focusing on you. We're going to make you better. And then you're, you know, going to get up to the next level and you'll be able to then, let's say, look to those people and be like, hey, I'm like you too. So I take complete pride because I know, and it's very apparent and obvious that I have a very different clientele dynamic. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the fact that I can help women who don't feel confident and want to feel confident. I feel proud of the fact that I help women who kind of are, you can say, like normal, right? Like because they're not your typical automatically fitness girl and gym girly, and they don't already look a certain way, and you know you got to put it up for Instagram. And
and to me it definitely sounds like a mindset thing, right? Like you're trying to get them in the zone to just cancel out the noise.
Yes.
So for you personally, like where do you get the motivation now to give them that same energy that you have?
I think it's the progress that I've made throughout the years. Even till today still, like I'll look back on videos and pictures, workout videos, whatever, and I'll see myself and I'm just like, oh my God, like I used to look like that, or I used to do like a deadlift like that or something, like just something along the ways of just seeing your progression and how much you've grown, and people having that trust in you gives you that more motivation to be like, oh my God, like this is so dope. Like these people actually, they look at me, they trust in me, they see my progression, they see where I started, they see where I am, and they have faith in the fact that I can also help them get there.
And that helps you like maintain clients and get new clients.
Oh yeah. Now, and friendships as well. Like that's like super important to me too. Like my clients, 95% of them become friends because I think that the women that I help, they have just such a beautiful mindset in the sense of them just wanting to really be better, aside from what everybody else may want them to be or how they want them to look and things like that, because of where they are right now in their fitness journey or in their lifestyle journey or whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah.
How much credit do you give the younger you into being that motivator that you are for them now? Because I see a lot of your energy. I don't think that comes from you just being fit. I think that comes from you being you.
Yes. So my energy has never changed. I've been this way forever. Since I can remember.
That's your personality.
Yeah. It's just my personality. I have a lot of energy. I've always been, like a sparking fire everywhere I go. And I'm, energetic and loud and stuff. So I love doing like my group fitness classes and things like that. And I think it's a gift, honestly, now, especially this past year, so much change in 2023 for me. Like my whole life changed in 2023. And with that, with people telling me like, oh, like your energy is needed and your energy is a gift and things like that, like those are things that I don't take lightly. They're things that people tell me and I legit, like, I feel it and I take it and I receive it and I make sure that I continue to deliver it, because obviously that is what's drawing the people my way. That's what's drawing the people.
Yes. Where's the yes queen one? I like that one.
Yes queen, yes queen, yes queen.
Yes.
Get to it.
Drawing people my way. And it's authentic. Like, it's not even like it's not me. Like, this is me.
It definitely comes off as like, you're not trying to sell a product. Right. You're not trying to sell your business. It's just like they'll naturally, come to you. But I have a question that I've always wanted to ask physical personal trainers. Is you have all of these clients, right? How do you know the workouts to give them? And are they all different? And how do you keep up with that?
So it really depends. If you're doing like PT is personal training, right? If you're doing PT one-on-one, and because there will be some people that ask you specifically, hey, I just want to do one-on-one sessions. I have these specific goals. I either want to gain or I want to lose weight. Let's make it happen. Okay, cool. So a trainer is then to write out a workout plan for that person. The PRs, how many reps are they doing, how much weight are they lifting, how many exercises are they doing in one set, things like that. But then there's also times, which majority of my girls do at least, they enjoy and would rather work out with a group of girls. So they like being in these sessions with 4 or 5 of them because they motivate each other. They have a good time. It's an outlet for them. They come, they work out, they laugh a little bit, they sweat, they get their frustrations out. We laugh, take a little boomerang, you go home. Like, you know what I mean? So those are always a great time too. And with that, even with that, you still have to personalize it. So it will still be a plan that's written out, and whether it's a lower body day, a glute day, an upper body focus day, a hip day, full body, whatever it may be, and you write out that plan. Now you have these girls there, but now you have to sit there and figure out, okay, well, this girl number 1 is going to take 2 15-pound dumbbells. Girl number 2 is going to take 2 10-pound dumbbells. Why? Because I know the different strength levels.
I was just going to ask, when it comes to the biology of the human body, is that separate education that you have to learn and educate yourself separately?
Well, you learn a lot of those things in the CPT training.
Okay.
Yeah. So in CPT training, you learn neurology, you learn biology, you learn all type of things with the brain and the muscle connection and all types of...
I got an A in anatomy and physiology.
I know that,
I know the body, you feel me?
He always gotta
I'm just saying, I took the class.
Right, he's like, look, I took the class, I passed. I'm like, yeah, you learn all of that stuff. You gotta learn people with certain health conditions, like asthma, for example.
Because that's what I was thinking about. Like, people who do have these underlying health issues, are they still in the same level as everyone else in, like, the group that you're...
It depends. Some people have worse asthma than others. Like, I have, like, one client that she can't really, like, run too much because with the running, she's like, all right, like, I need
But they usually tell you, like, beforehand.
Yes, and I ask them, too. Like, I have to ask them all these questions, like, hey, do you have any previous surgeries, health conditions, anything like that? Because, like, if, for example... let's say you had a knee surgery 3 months ago, I'm not going to have you running, right? Like, you can't have that impact on your knee type of thing. Yeah, so.
Now, I want to switch it up a little bit, because we talked a little bit about body standards and societal standards and the reality of that, right? How do you, as a personal trainer, have that conversation with a woman who's trying to fit into societal standards? Because I know a lot of women, men too, will come into your gym and say, I want to look like that.
They'll give you a picture.
All the time. They'll send me a reels. And then they'll send me a reels. Oh my God, Indy, I want to look like this. I want to look like that. I explain to everybody that everybody's body structure is different. Everybody's bone structure is different. You're never going to look like another individual, copy and paste. You may be similar.
If you get surgery.
Right.
But we don't condone that.
Right. I don't condone it. I support it.
Yeah.
You look good. But for me, you know, I just feel like there's far more gratification in when you work for it. It's yours. You made it happen. Mm-hmm. And I take pride in the fact that, you know, I did not, a couple times. I might go under that thing.
Get something sucked out.
A little something. You know. But I'm just like, no, Indy, like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. So, yeah. But back to the question was the fact that, like, you have to basically instill in these women that, like, this whole new life that we're living, right? This Instagram life, this social media life, and everything is there for you, and everything is edited, and everything has a photo, you know, edit and things like that.
Yes, every picture is
every edited. Single one.
At this point.
Right? All these fitness, and even to myself. Yeah. Even to myself, I'll tell you right now, there are certain ways that I will flex in the mirror, right? That make me look a certain way and that make me look better. I can relate. Yeah. Like, but that's real.
I only do that because
all 360 of them.
But for me, what I'll do is I'll change the lighting. Like, I'll mainly change the lighting and exposure and the sharpness. What I've done, not all pictures, but I've done the little, like, you know, cinch the waist just to make it more, like, you know,
I mean, look, girl, shaped. Whatever works.
But because for me, I started Pilates, like, I've been on my fitness journey for a long time. It's just, like, me being consistent. That's always been my issue.
Yes, it's hard.
But, yeah, I had my first Pilates class that we were talking about prior to us starting. It was yesterday. And honestly, I thought it would be much easier because I've been in the gym for so long.
Pilates targets those little muscles that you ain't never know you had.
We were doing a tabletop. My legs.
I know.
My legs were shaking.
He don't know nothing about them tabletops.
I'm a pro athlete in my you know, in my back in the day, so I know a little bit about something.
But I'm just saying though, like, Pilates when you start to target all these different muscles that you're not used to targeting for the first time, like, you feel it. And after that workout, I'm like, yo, I want to go again. Like, when's my next class? Because I'm feeling it, but I'm also going to see it soon. So that's why that's my motivation to keep going.
Pilates is amazing, girl. Please keep going. I definitely recommend that. I love Pilates. I love it more than yoga.
I've seen, like, women who do Pilates regularly, their bodies are, like,
very structured.
Yeah. So for me, I need the toning of that.
And on top of that, with Pilates, you gain so much core strength, which is literally the foundation of anything that you do with the workout, whether you're squatting, whether you're deadlifting.
I've always had, like, a little pouch, regardless of how many sit-ups, crunches that I do. So I'm like, let me go to Pilates. I know, I'm working on that.
It's a diet.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm working on cutting out the bread.
She's whispering that.
Because these are like real facts though, because it's not easy to just cut out something that you've always been eating for your whole life.
The crazy thing is, I think all of us had that similar Thanksgiving experience where we just tried to, like, all right, go cold turkey after the turkey. Right. And I think for whatever reason we all have shared that. Yeah. So I think, you know, let's commit to a diet. You want to go keto?
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing keto.
I honestly wouldn't even suggest keto. Yeah. Even though I used to, and again, my entire everything that I do is a journey, and everything that I do is like, you're with me, you're seeing everything that I'm doing, and I'm learning I am also learning as I'm going throughout the way. I keep it real 24/7.
And that's what people actually like, right? They like the authenticity.
Keep it real 24/7.
But to bring it back to diet though, there's a series on Netflix called You Are What You Eat.
Okay.
Have y'all watched it?
I have not, no.
Oh, it's new. So it came out probably like a week ago.
Okay. You know damn well she gotta send us something.
Shut up. Anyway, so it's basically an experiment. So they took 21 twins who have like similar body structures, and one is an omnivore and one is a vegan. So that's the diets that they're going to follow for about 8 weeks. Okay. So the first 3 weeks, what they do is they provide the food for either the omnivore or vegan, and then after 3 weeks they have to cook their own meals however way they're supposed to be following the diet. So they check like their heart rate, them working out, their libido, their brain function in the beginning, and then they want to test to see like has things changed depending on your diet. Right. But throughout the show, they also tell you facts about like where the meat comes from in this country, how bad farm-raised salmon is, and like all the
yeah.
So
farm-raised
which
salmon.
one's libido? was the best?
It's your sex drive.
I know what it is.
He said he want to know which one.
Actually, it was the vegan diet. Actually, like the one twin, hers was like it increased by like 200% from when she started. The vegan one, hers was at 300%.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're looking to help with,
salads, listen, ladies, if y'all want to go to Olive Garden, you can get all the Caesar salad that you like.
You can't get cheese if you vegan.
You get jars.
Yeah. But no, y'all should definitely watch, because if you want to learn anything about like how food affects like, your day to day, because obviously we know processed food isn't the best thing for you, right? But this show, like, because they're taking twins who have the same DNA structure, you get to see how it actually affects each one of them. So it's a dope series.
Check it out. I gotta check that one out for sure.
We're gonna tune in, but we gotta get into New Year, New Me.
Oh yeah.
I know you starting to do a lot of business these days.
January 7th. Yeah, exactly 1 week in. Love that.
By the time this come out, it might not be the 7th, but if it is the 7th.
No, this is coming out though.
This is coming out. It's coming out Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. See, look at that. Turnaround time quick.
How do you communicate with those guests? Because obviously the easy thing for them to do is they'll come into the gym, they be ready to go gung-ho, and then all of a sudden a week later you got their money, so you don't really care. But you are authentic.
I do. I actually do care. I reach out to clients all the time. I do. I reach out to them, I send them a quick DM or maybe a quick voice note, and like it's weird because like my brain is just always on 1,000. I'm always doing 100 things, so I'll just be like, hey girl, like I haven't seen you in the gym in like 3 weeks, like where you been at? Bloop, send it.
Yeah.
And then they'll message me, oh, it's been, they'll tell me whatever they need to tell me, and then it's like, okay, well, I hope to see you soon, type of ordeal. I never just have, especially just because it's also such a community-based gym. Like, I would never want anyone to feel as though they're coming into my gym, they're signing up for this gym, and then that's just it, and we done for that.
Or it's one of them retro fitness locked in for life contracts. Right.
Like, we're not like that. We're very, family-based, community-based, making sure that everybody's good. If something happens to somebody in that's a part of our membership, like, and let's say they have like a GoFundMe, like we make sure we post, like we're like super like that, like just making sure that we're involved in all of their lives. So when you have those people that come in New Year, New Me, and it's like whatever.
Well, you're gonna be here for 2 weeks.
Listen, you put $1 down.
You know what? But it doesn't matter though, right? Like as long as you start, because that's a conversation that we've had on other episodes where like people, they don't necessarily continue their goals, right? They're not consistent. I feel like I've been like that with the gym in the past, so I'm trying to do better with that. Yeah. But for those people who like they are on some New Year, New Me, they popped in, you haven't seen them for a while, like do they feel like they're forced to come in, or it's just like, if I see you, we'll start?
I would hope they don't feel forced, just because I feel like my delivery is super like engaging in a sense. Like I'm just like, hey girl, like I hope everything is
like
good.
real friendly and like
very friendly. Okay. I talk to everybody the same way, whether you're 15, whether you're 55.
Yeah.
I will say, hey girl, and and I talk to everybody the same exact way. So I don't think that they feel like they're pressured, because sometimes they still don't show up, so you can't feel that pressure if you don't show up. So, but if they want to come, they come, and then if they don't, they don't. And 9 times out of 10, they'll always reach out on a later date and be like, hey, Indy, or, hey, T, hey, Mike, whatever. I'm going to sign up again, or I'm going to sign up under this membership. And when does the challenge start? Like, we just had, like, our new challenge start, like, for the gym, things like that. So, like, we're getting a lot of people engaged that way. What was the challenge? So, we have a fat loss challenge. It's a 28-day challenge. It's for 4 weeks. And we have 3 winners. First winner is a cash prize winner. Second place winner is a free membership, and then the third place winner is a goodie bag.
How much money?
Fitness.
I'll be over there. Shit, I done lost 700 pounds.
Listen, you over here trying to lose some weight, so maybe look into it.
First off,
help you. There's still time to sign up. It starts next Monday. All I'm saying,
listen, I'm just trying to motivate you as a coach.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Right. It's a great time.
I wanted to get back to that membership lock-in, right? Because I do think a lot of us, when we start working out and different things like that, we'll go to that retro fitness or that 24-hour fitness, and we get such a jaded experience. Do you have to deal with that as a business owner? Because we're less about you as a fitness coordinator and helping people and all of that, rah yay, right? But as a business owner, you got to deal with that stigma of the industry. How do you navigate that?
The fact that we provide a community and a vibe like no other gym. Right, so like we have this community, we have this vibe, like, which I would love for y'all to come in and join us one time.
Yeah, if it didn't snow today, I was gonna come early.
I'm just
out there.
Well, Sundays we don't do the boot camp on Sundays, but Monday through Saturday, yes. But we take a full pride in the fact that we provide a vibe and a community that you will not find in LA Fitness, that you will not find in Retro Fitness. You know, you're going into these gyms. You're just a number, you're getting picked out, and you go to work out. You don't know what you're doing. You don't have any guidance. You don't have a coach to tell you what's going on. You didn't create any friends at that place. You know what I'm saying?
People just go in there like tunnel vision.
You just see naked people.
Headphones in. It's like
like the dude from the Bass Pro Shop. Did you see that?
No.
Okay, don't Google it. Marvin, did you see
it? See, now I'm about to Google it.
Okay.
Can I Google it now?
If you want to, go ahead.
What is it called?
There's a man in a Florida Bass Pro Shop. He decided to jump into a pool, and he didn't have no clothes on, so he got arrested.
So I know this is like completely off topic, but I want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
It's unrelated to like fitness or whatever.
It's okay.
But we on a podcast, so we do what we want.
Right.
That's right, girl. She said that.
Can we talk? Did y'all see about the aliens in Miami?
Yes.
You want to know something? So I saw something on the Shade Room really quick. And I saw Chris Brown had like
I seen Chris Brown
and he was like, oh yeah, like we're not gonna talk about aliens. And I, you peek through the comments a little bit, and there was something like, oh yeah, like nobody recorded it, but that's because like.
See, I went down the rabbit hole.
But they said it was a memory. They did the memory loss thing.
What? Like Men in Black?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What do you mean?
That's what I heard.
Wait, what did you hear?
Okay, for the viewers out there, in Miami on New Year's Day, right? It was New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, one or the other.
2 days ago.
It was literally like every single cop car in the state of Florida was at the Miami Beach like mall,
the Bayside Mall in Miami.
And if you ever see the footage, it looks crazy. They said it was a bunch of juveniles in there fighting, like 50 of them.
Yeah, they said
with all due respect, I've seen 50 kids fighting. It's never that many. It's never
been that many cops, right?
Unless you're just smoking weed in the park, then it's that many cops.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video where like the one that they were surrounding something, like some figure, some gray figure, and the police cars were like surrounding it, and they had like the spotlight on it. See. That video looked like something. Yeah, I was on YouTube. I went on X because I haven't been on X or Twitter in months because I don't really use it. But that's like the place you go to check when something.
Because they give you the raw on there.
Yeah. They definitely give you the raw on X.
Right. Yeah, they do. They do not care, honey.
Yeah, but I'm like,
they don't give it to you.
Even if it was aliens, what could we do?
Girl, nothing. That's why I'm gonna be paying attention.
The video I seen, it looked like a praying mantis. Like
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see any videos.
It was like a long bug, like a human sized bug.
Like Men in Black.
No, that sounds fake.
It probably was fake.
Because the one that I saw, it was like circling everywhere, where it was just like this gray figure, and like the cops were like surrounding it, and someone was taking a video from like a high building point of view.
And then my biggest thing is society does this beautiful thing where they don't tell us the truth.
Correct.
Right. So.
Especially the news.
Yeah, if something like this was really real, no eyewitnesses, nobody there, and then the only eyewitnesses are actually telling us this. There's no one that said, "Hey, it was a fight. I seen a fight."
Right.
Yeah. There's
not one person.
Nobody has
pictures
a recording.
Of fights. Yeah, that's like the first thing they do with fights, right? Is pull out their phones.
All we need is Cat Williams to tell us that it was aliens, and everybody believe it. Like,
listen, that interview.
It was a bunch of kittens out there. That was a good Cat Williams, wasn't it? I was
Cat Williams was bugging.
The first 10 minutes.
The first 10 minutes were good for me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's, he just went off from the jump, from the start.
I fell asleep and I still heard it.
I fell asleep too after an hour.
Did you think he was like coming for everybody else, or it was his just authentic point of view dealing with different people? It didn't seem like him being jealous at all, because that's another narrative people were saying, that he was just upset. No. He got 8 million views in one day.
I've been listening to Cat Williams for way too long. This is a consistency if you ever listen to an interview. Like the interview when he went off on a girl from Atlanta, it was literally the same conversation. So it's like if you listen to Cat Williams, this is what he gives.
And with me, because obviously we do a podcast that I'm like into the whole conversational thing, like the way he talks is very... like intelligent, and you can tell he reads. I don't know if he reads 3,000 books. I don't know if it's that much.
That's a lot.
But the way I'm
reading 3.
Shit,
but the way he can articulate, though, to me, that's like
he is very articulate.
they don't seem like bullshit to me.
No,
just because
I don't think
you know how to have.
I don't think it's bullshit, but I think it's three sides of the truth. I think it's my version, your version, and the real version.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And the unfortunate part of it is everybody has blurry vision when it comes to the truth. So even if a majority of what you're saying is true, they're looking for that snippet that's not.
Right.
So like whether it's him and Ricky Smiley or him and Steve Harvey, it is what
people
it is.
were pulling out receipts. So when he was talking about the black actors, how you had to be in a dress. He pulled out every comedian who was in a dress. Can I
to
further their career?
Quick segue.
Damn.
Y'all clearly y'all wanted to go on a reality show, right? If they would have offered you $10 million, if they would have offered you $10 million and propositioned something, let's be honest, okay? Because if it's a woman, I would have said okay. If it's a man, fuck out my face. Would you guys accept the proposition, depending on the person? If it's Harvey Weinstein, I can completely understand that. Because that motherfucker look crazy.
I think it depends on your morals and how hard you stand on them.
I don't think it depends on the morals. I think it depends on the person. No, it does, because
even with Cat Williams, he didn't want to be in a dress because he said his integrity would be broken.
But if they would have said, I'll give you $200 million to have sex with this attractive woman, he probably wouldn't have stood on those same morals. That's why I'm saying. I don't know.
Because the way, in the interview from what I watched, it was like he was given ample opportunity to do different things, but and they were willing to pay him tens of millions of dollars, but he didn't do it. I'm only saying it this way. He's given ample opportunities to do things against his morals. But if you would do things against his morals in ways that it's sweetened the pot a little bit, like if you say Halle Berry is going to suck your dick for $200 million and be in every movie you want to be in, you're not saying no to that. No matter how many morals. Are you saying no to that?
No.
Okay.
You give me $2 million. Shit, you give me $2.
That's the thing. So everyone has a price then.
Everyone does have a price. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody on a podcast. I think it was like My Son or something. And he was like, everyone has a fuck it price. Where it's like, it's but so much I could say no to $700 million. Like if you say I'm gonna give you $700 million right now, fuck it. Like what more can I do?
Okay. Right.
Do you have a fucking price?
If I'm presented with the opportunity, I need to know what it is.
Why?
Like I need to be in that moment to know what I'm willing to do. Because you could say one thing, but when you're actually presented the opportunity, it's like it may be different, it may not. But I've never been in that situation, so I don't know.
The end goal is the money for a lot of people.
It is for a lot of people, but you have to think about your mental state too. So it's like that's why like I would definitely want to see what am I getting myself into, what am I doing, and how is this going to affect me in the long run.
But that's why a lot of people who are like millionaires, billionaires, you would think that they're living the best lives of ever, but those people live horrible fucking lives.
Of course,
a lot of them are depressed and dealing with anxiety. They're on prescription pills,
all types of craziness.
Their children hate them. So literally, that's always the storyline.
Is that Brian McKnight's issue?
Is it
Brian McKnight?
Oh yeah, we talked about that like last year, 2023.
Oh God,
yeah, his kids don't fuck with him.
No, why not?
Yeah. Well, Brian McKnight Jr. did fuck with Brian McKnight. It's the first Brian McKnight Jr. that don't.
Oh yeah,
fuck
he got
with
like 3 sons named Brian McKnight.
Okay,
yeah, it's weird.
That's a lot. All right,
it's weird.
That's weird.
We definitely do want to get into our happy hour moment.
Yes.
Our happy hour moment is things that we are very, very happy to come into fruition or we're proud of at the moment. So, Indy, we're going to put you on the spotlight.
Okay.
And give us a moment of your time. Tell us what you're happy about.
Yes. I'm happy about a few things. I'm happy about my gym, of course. I'm happy about my meal prep business. I'm happy about my health. I'm happy about my mental state. I'm happy about my physical state. I'm happy about the supporters that I have and the love that I have around me. I'm happy about my family and that they're healthy and that they're good, because without health, there is literally nothing.
Yes.
Health is wealth.
Yes, health is literally wealth. That's why you need to get up
and move around.
Move around.
Movement, man. That's
literally
important.
Movement. It's so important.
Yes, it is.
I'm super happy about my faith and my relationship with God that I have developed a lot stronger within the past 2-3 years. And and I'm also happy about my dog. I got a little dog. His name Astro. He's a little badass. He's a little mutt. He's a Shih Tzu, Yorkie, and Schnauzer mix.
He's more than a little mutt. He's a lot of mutt.
That's cute.
He's a lot of butt.
He's a little cutie patootie. You know. Okay. What you happy about? What you happy about, girl?
I'm happy about, so my happy hour moments are always like super deep.
Yeah.
And today I'm just like, can you please? Because you really are like coming for me this episode.
Don't mind.
Chill out, okay?
I love her.
But I am happy that I got here safely.
I know that's right.
Because I was going back and forth today to either do remotes, and because we had that snowstorm, nor'easter,
quote unquote, snowstorm.
And I got about 2 inches yesterday, and then it rained and snowed all morning. And it was freezing cold, and I'm like, do I really want to drive 45 minutes to the podcast studio? Yeah. So I made it here safely, thank God.
Thank God.
And I'm going to make it home safely too. So that's my happy hour moment.
My happy hour moment, to make it sentimental.
Oh God!
I'm a parent of a teenager.
Shout out to Jaden. He just turned 13.
He's 12 for the second time, actually.
Does he know you're gonna do that?
Yes, I'm gonna do that. He's 12 for the second time. We don't celebrate teenager, but no, he's just a wonderful kid. Like, I'm just really, really grateful for him being in my life and creating the me that y'all see today, because without him it is no me. So shout out to you. He wants to come on the podcast. Him and my cousin Ryan, they came in one day, and Ryan saw Dana and just fell in love. So I got to get my boy on the podcast. I had to get my boy. He asked, every time he see me, he goes, "Hey, when I'm gonna get on the podcast?" I say, "You gotta ask Dana."
How old is Ryan?
Ryan is 15. So.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. What can we talk about with them for
what a good age?
An hour?
What's that?
What their life is like now.
Mindless behavior.
I don't know how your son is, but I know how my little cousins are, and they don't like to talk. Like, they don't like to have conversation.
Shit, Jaden is that boy talk, but you gotta get them into topics they want to talk about. They'll talk.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
And if you do want to join the podcast, especially if you're under 18, I guess you can go to. Please don't join the podcast under 18. You can go to WOAWpod@gmail.com so you can join this illustrious seat, because all 2024 we focusing on this brand, the We Outside After Work podcast. So y'all can big us up. We gonna big it up. And real quick, we're going to give a quick shout out to PodCon, because
I was just going to say
See, I'm going to let you do it.
Okay. Get your moment. So, guys, we are going to PodCon in Philly next Saturday.
Oh, that's so exciting.
It is hosted by Wallow.
Okay.
So he's from Philly.
Yes, he do not know how to send text messages with proper spelling, but it's okay.
Shit.
We're not going to criticize it.
Yeah. But they're going to have a bunch of great hosts. I think Charlamagne the God is going to be there. Okay. A couple of his other friends. And they're just going to give us gems and information of, like, how to really make your podcast bigger than what it is, with like sponsorships, things you can do for automation,
and like taking $700 million if you
So we're excited for PodCon. So we're gonna be there. This episode is coming out on Wednesday, so if you are this far into the podcast and you want to come to PodCon and see us, we'll be there. We'll have shirts.
I'm working on it.
Maybe.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we outside.
Wait, we didn't let Indy finish.
Shit. Sorry.
We finished what?
Do you want to like leave us off with something positive?
Yeah. I mean, I just really feel as though if you are looking to get into any type of journey, whether it's a fitness journey, whether it's a wellness journey, whether it's a entrepreneurship journey, something that you want to start, it's just a matter of staying consistent, which we hear all of the time, but it just couldn't be more true. It can't be more just black and white than what it is. So just staying consistent and doing whatever it is that you want to do over and over and over again, and everything eventually will fall into place for you. You'll get better, your craft will be sharper, your mind will be better, and you'll be more positive, and you'll be able to also exert positive energy onto other people, which I think is super important. Especially nowadays, because we don't do that enough. You know, I don't feel like the people of the United States of America exert enough positive energy onto others. And I think that it's super important for people to have that, to grow and to continue in life.
And before you go, shout out to Jim, meal prep, all of that stuff, all it, because you and Dana both Jamaican, y'all got mad jobs, so just shout them out.
We trying to get paid,
right?
And help people.
So, shout out to my gym, which is NJ Fit Factory, which is found in Englewood, New Jersey. Shout out to my meal prep business, which is Indy's Kitchen. I serve all different types of meal preps, from low carb, pescatarian, dairy free, etc., etc.
Do you ship out?
I was just gonna say, do you ship out?
So I don't ship out like far out of state, if that makes sense. I do deliveries in the tri-state area. So I deliver to all of parts of New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut right now.
Okay.
So this year, my focus is actually to start shipping out into other
states. And you will, because we manifest.
And I will.
Because we all about building that brand, you feel me?
Yeah.
Building that legacy.
Yes.
All
That's
right,
my real
guys.
baby. Indy's kitchen.
And you be cooking, or you be...
Oh, I be cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we outside and we out. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2017.
That's 2017.
I'm dying.
What's wrong with you? Here, I have water. Looking like, are you okay?
This is a good blooper too. I'm just saying, cough it out hard from the soul.
Yeah.
That's how you really get it out.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
His shuffling is kind of moving the table and stuff.
Okay, I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah.
Good eye. Very good eye.
Because I was in a zone. I'm like,
Right.
We going back and forth with conversation. I'm learning a lot. Yeah.
And you got it out.
You okay?
I feel like Issa. Remember when Issa left?
Yeah.
You remember where you left off at?
I was talking about me. Working at LA Fitness and whatever.
My bad.
Okay, we're gonna start there.
We better
That's
than
okay.
that.
It smells like weed.
It does.